What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to show you guys the process of the 2-day training that you'll be doing with Amazon right after you get hired. You're gonna have 2 exams that you will have to take in order to get hired. So I would like to show you guys basically what you could expect and how you could pass the exam. So the training is done in a classroom. You'll be given a tablet, and basically you're going to be going through some modules and a lot of videos, and also practice exams at the end of each module. So it's pretty it's basic information on how to drive, how to carry how to carry the packages without injuring yourself. Also the vehicle inspection. You got to do a vehicle inspection before you drive the van. So pretty standard information. So as long as you just listen to the sessions and the modules and the videos, then you will have no problem with the exam. What I would suggest is that you go over the practice tests that you will be able to do at the end of every module, because the final exam will be very similar to those questions. And the good thing about the practice exams is that you could see what question you had wrong and review them, and they'll tell you which is the right answer. As for the exam, so at the end of each day you're gonna have to do an exam. It's multiple choice, and they give you 3 tries. So the first try, if you fail, you could ask for help from the instructor, and he'll pretty much give you the answers. And then if you fail again, then apparently they say that that you don't have a third chance. But I don't think they want you to fail, and I think it's relatively difficult to fail because they pretty much give you the answers. So no need to stress about that. What I would suggest is just listen to the modules. It could be long. I was expecting it to be a lot shorter, and well, a lot shorter, not necessarily easier, because it was fairly easy. You just have to listen pretty much for a few hours. The training was from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and if you finished early, you could leave early. So I finished around 3 p.m. So yeah, it was more intense and draining than I expected, but it's not difficult. Some people were really frustrated, like, because maybe either because of the language barrier or because of the they weren't familiar with technology. Because if you have if technology is challenging to you, then maybe it could be challenging, because it will be done on a tablet. So there were people who gave up and left. Surprisingly, the next day, because the first day there was maybe like 20 people in the room, the next day the room was divided in half. So like half of the people didn't come back. So I'm not too sure why that is. Maybe because they saw the information and they were saying that the job is not for them. One person walked out because he was frustrated that the tablet was not working or something like that, or he didn't know how to handle it. And I'm assuming maybe other people left because of the language barrier, because it is in English. I don't know, depending on where you are, they might have it in other languages, like we have it in French in Montreal here. So yeah, what I would suggest is just basically just pay attention, man. It's just 2 days. Focus for these 2 days. Listen to the modules, and as long as you understand and you're listening to the modules, then you will have no problem passing the exam. And even if you do fail at the first try, they're going to give you another chance, and they're pretty much going to give you the answers. And then the third try, if you fail, apparently they say that you're fired. I don't know how true that is, but that was what they told us, that you only have 3 tries. So you have an exam the first day and an exam the second day. It's pretty basic information, as I mentioned, you know, how to carry the packages, how to, there's gonna be a lot on how to do the apps, how to manage the app, or how to use the app, the Amazon Flex app. So yeah, so that's it. Yesterday I had my first day of training. After that, normally I believe that you're gonna shadow somebody for 1 day. Like after you pass these 2 exams, you're gonna shadow somebody for the first day, and then you're on your own. Now that part, I don't know if that's Amazon who decides to do that, or it's the independent company, because technically you don't work directly with Amazon. You work with an independent company that's partnered with Amazon. So the Amazon drivers, for those who don't know, I learned this recently. The driving company is actually an independent company in partnership with Amazon. And so what I did notice on my first day, where I was supposed to get trained but I didn't, because they didn't have enough drivers, so I was pretty much left on my own. You see how, like, it's a lot. Amazon is a very professional business. You know, they're renowned for, you know, having such good service. And but once you get into the contact with the independent companies, it's depending on what kind of company you're with, it could be very different. For example, they're not going to be as strict with the you know, the policies of maybe I won't get into too much of the details, but you know, in the exams they tell you very strict things that you have to do. They tell you have to you know, carry the bag a certain way, that you can't run, you can't jog, you have to walk so that you don't get trip and fall. You have to inspect the vehicle, you have to, there are so many different rules and regulations. But once you get with the independent companies, they have their own kind of what do you call, their own policies or their own way of doing things. So I just wanted to share that point. So yeah, if you're getting ready for the two-day training, just pay attention, just listen for the 2 days. You just gotta, you know, go through it, you know, even if it's kind of boring and long. Just go through the 2 days, you know, concentrate, pass the exams, and then you're good. And yeah, I can't really tell you much about behind the wheel. I only had 1 day. It was kind of stressful because I mean, I didn't have any proper training, so I was kind of on my own. But I think with time you get the hang of it. But yeah, I'll tell you guys more about the job in another video, but I just wanted to focus on the 2-day training to be sure that you guys pass that training, and to let you know what to expect. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to assist you the best way I can, and I'm going to keep you updated with my journey with Amazon delivery. All right, so God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.